Urban Development Secretary Julian Castro, and I started by asking him precisely why he feared that HUD would go backward under Castro.
We're going to have to wait and see what happens, but there's one thing we don't have to wait and see about, which is the very first decision they made as part of the Trump administration. Within literally the first hour on Friday, they rolled back a cut to the mortgage insurance premium at the FHA. What they've done very, very quickly is they've taken an anti-consumer, pro-big bank, a pro-mortgage insurance, private mortgage insurance company move as their very first step, and that's part of the worry that I have.
As you know, Democrats have delayed the confirmations of some of President Trump's cabinet nominees so far, Jeff Sessions, Betsy DeVos, Tom Price. What do Democrats accomplish by doing that?
Well, I think it's important to make sure that the folks who are going to serve in these cabinet positions are qualified. A good example of that was the questioning of Betsy DeVos, who's up for the education secretary position. And folks saw very clearly that basic questions about the education system were asked of her, and she had no idea what the answers were. When Al Franken asked her about the difference between proficiency and growth, for instance, which is something that any teacher in the classroom would know, she had no idea. So you're talking about putting somebody in this position that has no idea about basic things in the education system. That's very worrisome. And I know that Democrats want to work with this president because, yes, presidents get to choose their cabinet secretaries. However, it's also important to make sure that these folks know what they're doing, that they're qualified.
In late December, you tweeted at the time that the president, and I want to make sure I get this right, the president is, quote, the shadiest, most corrupt guy in the Oval Office. Now that he's been sworn in, he's been at work for a few days. Are you feeling more optimistic about the next 4 years, or is that still an accurate characterization of how you feel?
I stand by that, and the moves that he's made so far don't give me confidence. For instance, just the day before yesterday, we learned that his national security advisor, General Flynn, is under investigation for links to Russia. This makes 4 people, 3 campaign aides, top campaign aides, and now his national security advisor that are under active investigation for links to Russia. That's just astonishing. We have never seen anything like this in the history of the American presidency. And it's going to be a problem. I think it's undermining his presidency, and we don't know where the investigations are going to lead. But folks can't pretend as though this is just something that one political party is doing. No, these are investigations that are being undertaken by the FBI and the CIA, our intelligence agencies. So I stand by my words. Now, I hope, like every American does, that Donald Trump is successful for America. I hope that we create more jobs. I hope that America prospers more. I hope that everyone benefits. But it's not very encouraging what we see so far.
Before I let you go, naturally I'm obligated to ask this. When you're back at home in San Antonio, you are reportedly working on a memoir. That is typically working on a memoir. That's fancy speak for I'm getting ready to run for president. Is that something that you're working on out there as well, given the absence of a clear leader of your party?
Well, first of all, we haven't even gotten to 2018, much less 2020. I was working on the memoir before I got into the cabinet, and my publisher was very kind to give me an extension until this year. So I've been working on this for quite a while, and right now I'm just going to focus on finishing that up and getting out there and using my voice to be as helpful as I can be on issues that matter. And the truth is that I'm never going to take anything off the table. And so as the years go by, I'm going to look and see how politics develops. I hope that Donald Trump is successful for America, but what he's doing so far doesn't give me a lot of confidence.
Secretary Castro, you heard it here first. Everything's on the table. Enjoy your time in the private sector, good sir. Always good to see you. Thank you.
Good to be with you. Thank you.